Welcome to the Cardinal News Brief. I'm Jake Prine.
And I'm Logan Reigstad. Here are this week's top stories. More than 20,000 people rallied at the Capitol last Thursday to show their opposition to two bills they describe as anti-immigrant. The rally, dubbed Dia Sin Latinos, or Day Without Latinos, drew participants from across the state. The crowd chanted, "Wisconsin is not Arizona," referring to the southwestern state's immigration laws. One of the proposed bills prohibits local identification cards and the other blocks local officials from preventing law enforcement from asking about a crime suspect's immigration status. Opponents say the bills are discriminatory toward immigrants, while supporters say they will improve public safety. The protest was one of the largest since the Act 10 protests in 2011.
The State Assembly passed Governor Walker's college affordability legislation last Wednesday during one of its last meetings of the legislative session. The bills require colleges to provide students with more information about costs and allow students to deduct all student loan interest from their state income taxes. Supporters say the bill will help address the rising cost of college and save students money. Democrats argue the bills don't go far enough to help students. The Assembly also passed a bill that allows people to register online to vote, but eliminates special registration deputies who can register others to vote. A group of students protested the bill at the Capitol last Tuesday, arguing that the bill would make it harder for students' voices to be heard.
Madison Fire Department officials estimate a two-alarm fire on East Goharm Street on February 13th caused $600,000 in damage. The fire started in a first-floor bedroom, but the cause is undetermined. It took almost 50 firefighters to extinguish the blaze. The American Red Cross and the Dean of Students' Office has been helping those displaced by the fire.
The Revelry Music Festival will look dramatically different this year than in previous years due to budget cuts. The festival, which in 2015 had 27 musical performances, will feature between 3 and 6 acts this year. The location is also changing. Instead of being on Library Mall and Memorial Union, it will be held at the Orpheum on State Street. The Orpheum has a maximum capacity of 2,000 people, while last year almost 7,000 people attended Revelry. Ticket and pricing information has yet to be announced.
Hello everyone! We had a phenomenal lineup of performers visit Madison since our last broadcast. For those who love to laugh, we had a bunch of famous comedians visit Madison. David Cross, an Emmy Award winner and one of Comedy Central's top 100 stand-up comedians, performed a hilarious sketch for his Making America Great Again tour at the Orpheum. Stand-up comedian Michael Costas also dazzled his audience during a special set of Valentine's Day shows at the Comedy Club on State. Wisconsin Union Directorate helped couples celebrate Valentine's Day with 2 special events. Wheelhouse Studios held a romantic dance workshop where couples learned the tango, waltz, and rumba. Wisconsin Union members over 21 were also treated to an elegant pairing of several craft beers with fine chocolates. As for the music scene, Madison had a huge week. The Orpheum played host to the 2015 chart-topping rappers Future and Fetty Wap, and both of the shows were sold out in under 15 minutes. Now here's Nick with the sports.
Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Let's tip off the week with some Badger basketball talk. Within the last 2 weeks, the Badgers have extended their Big Ten win streak to 7 games, including home victories over Ohio State and Nebraska, and a road victory over number 2 Maryland. Junior forwards Nigel Hayes and Vito Brown have led the way, recently averaging 19 points each. According to Joe Lunardi of ESPN bracketology fame, the Badgers are just barely out of the tournament right now, but will have plenty of opportunities to make up more ground as they play at Michigan State and at Iowa in the next 2 weeks. Men's basketball isn't the only Wisconsin team on a hot streak right now. The incredible 31-1 women's hockey team is currently on a 12-game win streak and looks to continue the success against Minnesota State in its next 2 contests. Finally, we have some football news for you this week. The NFL Combine has officially sent out their guest list, which includes 3 Badgers: quarterback Joel Stabby, offensive lineman Tyler Mertz, and All-American linebacker Joe Schobert will all make the trip to Indianapolis in hopes of improving their draft stocks for late April. That will conclude this week's Cardinal News Brief. Thanks again for joining us.
And have a wonderful week, Badgers.